can I start? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. And welcome to our Tawagu pre-talk. It is my great pleasure to be your moderator this evening. Before we begin, let me briefly introduce myself. I am Yasa. I am currently pursuing my PhD in the MBSc MCU in Thailand. And today I'm honored to have been invited by the organizer CRO to serve as the moderator for this session. In this evening, for tonight's program, we have 4 agenda items. The first one, we will begin by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Next, I will share a brief biography of our distinguished speaker, Bhikkhu Kesara. After that, we will open the floor for participants to ask any question regarding the event or the program. Finally, we will conclude by reciting Buddha Sasana Jiran Data. That's why I would like to invite everyone to join together here in reciting the Namo Tassa 3 times to officially begin our session.
Namo
Tassa Bhagavato
Arahato Sama
Buddha.
Namo
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa.
Okay. For tonight, I hope this program will be informative, engaging, and beneficial, especially for those who are working the academic field, because today, Venerable Bhikkhu Kesara will deliver discourse on the topics, a brief introduction to research, article extract in the Buddhist study. So now please allow me to introduce the speaker's biography briefly. Bhikkhu Kesara is a PhD ICCR scholar at the Department of Philosophy, Lucknow University, UP, India. His research is focused on the comparative study of Buddhism and other religious views and practice at the time of the Buddha in ancient India. He finished his master's degree in the Buddhist study from the International Buddhist Study College, IMBSc, Machulalongkorn Rajavidalaya University, MCU, Thailand, in 2020. He achieved his BA degree in English language and lecturer from the East Yangon University in 2011. Bhikkhu Kesara translated several Buddhist historical books from English to Myanmar for digital publication, and he is currently a lecturer in Buddhist history at the Dhammaduta Chekenda University, DCU, Yangon, Myanmar. Bhikkhu Kesara's special research interests are Buddhist art and Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist history, and Vipassana meditation. That's why I would like to invite speaker Bhikkhu Kesara. Now, this is your floor. Can start. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Venerable Yata. Can my voice hear?
Yeah, of course, Sarah. So
Yes.
clear.
Yes. Firstly, before I present, I would like to express my thanks to Venerable Visudat to invite me to present this paper. So my paper to present tonight is Writing an Abstract, a brief introduction to research article abstracts in Buddhist studies. Actually, I intended this title, this topic, to beginners, to young researchers, because even I myself, a junior, very junior researchers, and very beginner. So tonight, the topic I share is just a very brief and very basic facts about writing an abstract. So this is content. And firstly, I will present definition of abstract. And after that, I will present functions of abstract. And then types of abstracts. After that, a brief guide to writing abstract and sample research article abstracts in Buddhist studies. So what is an abstract? An abstract is a short summary of a longer work, such as a thesis, dissertation, or research paper. The abstract concisely reports the aims and outcomes of your research, so that readers know exactly what your paper is about. An abstract lets readers get the gist and essence of your paper or article quickly in order to decide whether to read the full paper. An abstract prepares readers to follow the detailed information, analysis, and arguments in your full paper. An abstract helps readers remember key points from your paper. So this is the general description of an abstract in academic study. So another features of an abstract summarizes, usually in one paragraph or 300 words or less, the major aspects of the entire paper in a prescribed sequence that includes 1, the overall purpose of the study and the research programs you investigated. 2, the basic design of the study, that is methodology. And 3, major findings or trends found as a result of your analysis. And 4, a brief summary of your interpretations and conclusions. Functions of abstracts. Abstract functions as standalone mini text, that is giving readers a short summary of a study topic, methodology, and main findings. And function as screening device. It is screening devices helping readers decide whether they wish to read the whole article or not. As previews for readers intending to read the whole article, giving them a roadmap for their reading. Another function is indexing help for professional abstract writers and editors. So there are generally 4 functions of abstract. So there are 3 types of abstracts. It is very important. The first one is research article abstract. Between 150 and 200 words, usually it is very summarized and condensed text. And there are 2 kinds of research article abstracts. The first one is traditional abstract. Traditional abstract don't have subheadings, without subheadings. Another type of traditional abstract is structured abstracts. Another type of research article abstract is called structured abstracts. They are usually used in science, social science, science subjects, science discipline related to science. Structured abstracts are divided into named sessions, usually longer, for example, 250 words, around 250 words. And the second type of abstract is thesis or dissertation abstracts. They are longer, maximum limit of 350 words in the US. And the third type of abstract is conference abstract. Conference abstracts are longer, up to 500 words or more. So these three types of abstracts are very important. And tonight I will highlight the first type of abstract, research article abstract. I will only focus on research article for abstract and only traditional abstract, because another kinds of abstract. There are 4 types of abstract, and that is from another point or another perspective. From another perspective, there are 4 types of abstract: critical abstract, descriptive abstract, informative abstract, and highlight abstract. In academic study, informative abstract are the most popular. Usually in journal articles and conference articles, informative abstracts are used. So the first one is critical abstract. Critical abstract provides, in addition to describing main findings and information, a judgment or comment about the study's validity, reliability, or completeness. The researcher evaluates the paper and often compares it with other works on the same subject. Critical abstracts are generally longer, 400 to 500 words in length, due to the additional interpretive commentary. These types of abstracts are used infrequently, not frequently. So another type of abstract is descriptive abstract. I find that kind of abstract in Buddhist studies. A descriptive abstract indicates the type of information found in the work. It makes no judgments about the work, nor does it provide results or conclusions of the research. No results, no conclusions. It does incorporate keywords found in the text and may include the purpose, methods, and scope of the research. Essentially, the descriptive abstract only describes the work being summarized. Some researchers consider it an outline of the work rather than a summary. Descriptive abstracts are usually very short, 100 words or less. So informative abstract, that kind of abstract is frequently used in academic studies, especially in writing journal articles. The majority of abstracts are informative. While they still do not critique or evaluate a work, they do more than describe it. A good informative abstract acts as a surrogate. Surrogate is a replacement text for the work itself. That is, the researcher presents and explains all the main arguments and the important results and evidence in the paper. An informative abstract includes the information that can be found in a descriptive abstract, for example, purpose, methods, scope. But it also includes the results and conclusions of the research. In the descriptive abstract, result conclusion are not included, and the recommendation of the author. Recommendation of the author is also included in informative abstract. This is special to informative abstract. The length varies according to discipline, but an informative abstract is usually no more than 300 words in length. Highlight abstract. This is the last kind of abstract. A highlight abstract is specifically written to attract the reader's attention to the study. No pretense is made of there being either a balanced or complete picture of the paper, not complete picture. And in fact, incomplete and leading remarks may be used to spark the reader's interest, in that a highlight abstract cannot stand independent of its associated article. It is not a true abstract and therefore rarely used in academic writing. So 5 visible parts of abstracts. One, the first one is purpose and motivation. It is introduction. So start by introduction and by conclusion. The fifth is conclusion. Start by introduction. Introduction include purpose and motivation. And after that problem, it is called research problem statement. And after the methods, what did you do and how did you do it? And the fourth one is result. So these are basic parts of abstract. In every academic, usually in every academic abstract, include these 5 parts. So this is a structure, IMRAD, IMRAD structure. It is called IMRAD structure of an abstract. A common way to structure your abstract is to use the IMRAD structure. This stands for this is acronym. Acronym is the big study letters. The start letter of all work is combined into one word. IMRAD, IMRAD. So there are 4 parts: introduction, methods, results, discussion. So introduction, step 1. How to start introduction? Writing an abstract. Start by clearly defining the purpose of your research. The purpose. What practical or theoretical problem does the research respond to? Or what research question did you aim to answer? And you can include some brief context on the social or academic relevance of your topic, but don't go into detailed background information. This is very important. If your abstract uses specialized terms, give a concise definition. It is also important to give a concise definition if you use specialized terms in your abstract. After that, after identifying the problem, state the objective of your research. Use words like investigate, test, analyze, or evaluate to describe exactly what you set out to do. Introduction can be written in the present or past tense, but should never refer to the future, as the research is already complete. So tense choice is very important in writing an abstract. So step 2 is methods. After the introduction, and we need to write methods in our abstract. Methods indicate the research methods that you use to answer your question. This part should be a straightforward description of what you did in 1 or 2 sentences. It is usually written in the past simple tense. Tense choice is very important, and we need to be careful which tense we should use and in which section of our abstract. So introduction section, tense choice in introduction section, tense choice in method section, we need to be careful. We need to take note of choosing tenses. So usually written in the past simple tense as it refers to a completed actions. Don't evaluate validity or obstacles here. The goal is not to give an account of the methodology strengths and weaknesses. This play is not to write the strengths and weaknesses of the methodology, but to give the reader a good insight into the overall approach and procedures you used. So step 3, results. Next, after we have written introduction, Step 1, introduction. Step 2, methods. We need to write result in our abstract. Summarize the main research result. This part of the abstract can be in the present or past tense, past simple tense. Depending on how long and complex your research is, you may not be able to include all results here. Try to highlight only the most important findings that will allow the reader to understand your conclusions. So only the most important findings. Sometimes general results and specific results, and general results, general and particular results are included in the abstract. So step 4, discussion. So IMRAD method, 4-part structure of an abstract. Introduction, after that, method, introduction, method, result, and the final part is discussion. Finally, you should discuss the main conclusions of your research. What is your answer to the problem or question? The reader should finish with a clear understanding of the central point that your research has proved or argued. Conclusions are usually written in the present simple tense. Choosing tenses is important in writing an abstract. So which tenses we should use in an introduction? We need to be careful when we study a simple abstract. We need to be careful choosing 10 choices. So here conclusions are usually written in the present simple tense. If there are important limitations to your research, very important. In the conclusion, you should mention limitation to your research. For example, related to your sample size or methods, you should mention them briefly in the abstract. Why we should mention limitation of our research? Because this allows the reader to accurately assess the credibility. Very important to have credibility on our research. We should mention limitation of our research and generalizability and credibility and generalizability of our research. We should mention limitation. And if your aim was to solve a practical problem, your discussion might include recommendation for implementation in discussion session. If relevant, you can briefly make suggestions for further research in some abstract, and suggestion for further research can be found in some abstract. So that is discussion session. So IMRAD structure of an abstract is 4. This is very easy. IMRAD introduction, method, result, discussion. So introduction, method, result, discussion. So keywords. If your paper will be published, you might have to add a list of keywords at the end of the abstract. These keywords should reference the most important elements of the research to help potential readers find your paper during their own literature searches, generally 3 to 5 works. And beware manuals, publication manuals. Some research, some journals, they have specific formats such as ABA style, specific formatting requirements for these keywords. So we need to care for this when we submit a research paper or a research article to a academic journal. So a not to-do list, that is general instruction, only general, no must be. That is general. Avoid passive sentences. Passive constructions are often unnecessarily long, so can easily make them shorter and clearer by using active verbs. So you use active verbs if possible instead of passive voice. Avoid long sentences. Long sentences substitute longer expression because abstract is works are limited in an abstract. very, very limited. So avoid long sentences. Substitute longer expression for concise expression or single words. For example, instead of using in order to, use two, just two. Instead of 3 words, 1 word is enough. 1 word is enough. So avoid obscure jargon. The abstract should be understandable to readers who are not familiar with your topic. So obscure, not easily understandable. A jargon is specific idiomatic usage. Idiomatic or technical usage should avoid. So avoid repetition and filler words. Replace nouns with pronouns when possible and eliminate unnecessary words. Abstract works are limited in abstract, so eliminate unnecessary works. Avoid detailed descriptions. An abstract is not expected to provide detailed definitions, background information, or discussions of other scholar work. Instead, include this information in the body of your thesis or paper. So that is a not to-do list, just a general instruction, not a must be, not inevitable instruction, just a general suggestion. So here 4 parts of an abstract, that is recapitulate what I have presented. The first one is, what problem did you study and why it is important? 1 to 2 sentences. This is the introduction. Introduction of an abstract is always included. What problem did you study and why is important? And this is 2. So what methodology did you use to study the problem? The problem mentioned above. To solve the problem mentioned in the introduction, what methods did you use? And what were your findings after you have solved the problem? What findings? What were your findings? This is no more 2 or 3 points. What did you conclude and what are the broader implications? How do your findings affect the field studies? And very important to be careful is not to state sweeping generalization and supported by the data you provided in your paper. So that is 5 parts of an abstract. Background, introduction. Part 1 is background, introduction, situation. What do we know about the topic? Why is the topic important? Part 2 is present, research or purpose. What is this study about? And part 3 is method, materials, subject, procedure. How was it done? And part 4 is result and findings. What was discovered? And part 5 is discussion, conclusion, implications, and recommendation. What do the findings mean? In these 5 parts, the most common in abstract are 4 and 2. 4. To purpose is purpose and results or findings. These 2 parts are essential in an abstract. So part 5 is least common, not very common. Discussion, conclusion, implication, recommendation. So 4 types of opening and abstract. A, study with a real world phenomena or with standard practice. B, study with purpose or objective. C, study with present researcher action. And D, study with the problem or uncertainty. There are 4 types of opening and abstract. This is 4 types. So type A, study with real world phenomena, just like that. Corporate taxation rates vary around the world. Economists have long been interested in the relationship between the corporate taxation and corporate strategy. This is real world phenomena. And study, this is the introductory part of an abstract. And type B, study with purpose or objective. The aim of this study is to examine the effects of the recent change in corporate taxation, just like that. No context, no background, and no background. Very frequently, abstract are found like that. Start by the objective. The aim of this study is type C. This is type C. Study with present research action. We analyze corporate taxation returns before and after the introduction of the new tax rules, something like that. This is research action. It's not very common. And type D is study with the present research. No, like that. The relationship, this is redundant. And later I will amend this. The relationship between corporate taxation and corporate strategy remain clear. This is study with program. Sorry for my mistake. So, program or uncertainty. So, yes. So that is 4 types of opening and abstract. And there may be another types not mentioned in here. That is general features of abstract. So 4 types. And types of linking sentences, part 1 and 2. When we write an abstract, introduction, after introduction, method, between introduction and method, we need to be careful. 3 kinds of subject: continuing subject, capturing subject, new subject. What is continuing subject? Keep it roughly the same subject from one sentence to the next sentence. For example, the purpose of this study was to analyze the influence of blank on mortality. This was a multi-center prospective observational study, something like that. The subject of the first sentence and the subject of the second sentence is same. Because to have coherence and unity in an abstract we create or we write, to be coherent and to be united, we should use the same subjects, and we can use the same subject in the first sentence and the next sentence. Another kind of capturing subject, very interesting. Put the information from the second head of the first sentence in the subject position at the beginning of the second, something like that. The purpose of this study, the study with the purpose. The purpose of this study was to identify risk factors and to characterize impacts with respiratory syndrome, RDS. This is second part of the past sentence. Become the subject of the second sentence. That is called capturing subject. Another kind is new subject. If possible, we should avoid using new subject. It is also called jumpy subject because coherence or connection from one sentence to another. There is no coherence. There is no connection between sentences from the first sentence to the second sentence. If we used jumpy subject is new subject, like that. So we prefer capturing subject or continuing subject when we write introduction and methods. So the essence of an abstract, why you conducted the study, how you conducted the study. Why you conducted the study is your introduction. How you conducted the study is methodology, and what you found. What you found is result of your findings, your new findings, and new findings from your research. And why your work is important. That is conclusion. This is conclusion. Because if you cannot tell your readers how important is your research, no one will be interested in your research. So very important to write why your work is important. It's a very important feature. So why you conducted the study, that is motivation, how important is your research, and how you conducted the study. This is we need to mention how we conducted our study, because to have confidence, to have readers or audience confidence on our research. So methodology, we need to mention the methodology we used for our research is important, also important. Another thing is what we found from our research. It's a benefits. What benefits we can tell the readers or our audience what kinds of benefits they can get from our research. So that is the essence of an abstract. So research article abstract in Buddhist studies, sample 1, 2, 3, 4. I have selected 4 papers. Only abstract from 4 papers. So I will stop the first part of my presentation here. Is any question?
Thank you so much.
No, I not finished yet. I need to go on second part. And
Yeah.
first part is okay.
Okay.
So can I move on second part?
I think
Venerable Kesara,
Yes, yes.
I have a question in this part.
Yes, buddy.
I don't know, I don't understand about research and this is abstract, definitely. So can you explain these two these two things?
Yes, tonight my presentation focus only on research article abstract, but generally
Yes.
the difference between is research paper is very short, only 5,000 words to 8,000 words usually. A paper length is usually very small, and thesis is very large. For example, master thesis usually have 35,000 to 60,000 words, and for PhD from 80,000 to 100,000 words. So very large, many chapters. And thesis or dissertations, a thesis or a dissertation is composed of very complex and very large. So abstract for thesis, abstract for thesis or dissertation is usually longer, but general structure is the same. Introduction, methodology, success of finding, and discussion. General structure is the same, but more detailed, more detailed and longer and in a longer abstract for dissertation and thesis. But from discipline to discipline, from one field of academy to another is a little variation, a few differences. There are a few differences. For example, abstract for Buddhist study and abstract for historical study or social science is not the same. It's there are a few variations. There are a few variations from discipline to discipline, but general structure is as I have already presented same introduction, methodology, result, all new findings and discussion. This is my brief answer.
Thank you, Venerable. I got it. You mean these two are the same, formal abstract, but
Yes.
we can divide these two things with long, which more is longer? The longer
Yes,
is this is abstract and dissertation abstract.
Yes,
I got
longer
it.
longer and more detailed. Yes, more detailed.
Yes.
Yes.
I have another question, Venerable.
Yes.
We've already studied. We already understand that abstract should be wrote it down with the how can I say, with the sentence, with the one full stop. We
Yes.
already learned a long time ago.
One full stop.
But yeah, one full stop or one paragraph.
One paragraph, no one full stop, no one
Yes,
sentence.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yeah, one
Yes.
paragraph. Yes. Usually
We
one paragraph.
we should write abstract with one paragraph or one full stop. We have already learned a long time ago. But in your presentation, we should avoid long sentence. This is a little complex. So can you explain? Can you explain so that we can understand clearly?
So long sentences mean avoid long sentences mean general instruction. Abstract. What this instruction means is abstract should be easily understandable, and so in an abstract, should not complex sentence structures should not be used in an abstract. It means like that. So abstract should be easily understandable and should be simple as much as possible, and should replace the entire paper in a very limited works, in a very condensed, summarized way. So if a reader get confused by reading an abstract, he or she will not continue to read your entire paper. So abstract should be enticing, should be interesting and easily understandable to readers. That is why this particular instruction, there are many different kinds of instruction, but this instruction ask to avoid complex sentence structures. Yes, if possible, use short structure. But when we have studied sample abstract in Buddhist study, we will understand more about it.
Can we write with the long sentence with the one full stop, including all information?
No,
in this
no,
sentence?
no. I don't.
No.
I never heard of that, and because
I've already read some of the thesis paper. Most of the scholar wrote in two sentences in Myanmar Buddhist
Yes.
University.
Yes, is it?
So
yes, I understand.
that makes me confused.
Yes, I understand. Usually, one sentence. What is one sentence? One sentence is a complete thought, a complete idea. And if an idea is complicated and complex, it should be in a one complete sentence. If you combine two sentences, it's two ideas. So if the ideas are complicated and very difficult to understand, if you combined two ideas in one sentence, it would be very difficult to understand. Here in an abstract, there are very different sessions. Introduction and methodology is different ideas, different perspective. And also methodology and research is different session and different idea and different statement. So different statement should be separate sentence. That is my opinion, what I have studied from somewhere abstract. Yes.
Thank you, Benny. The last one is about champion subject. How can we write with champion subject? I don't understand. So please explain to me.
Champion subject is not what to follow, but what to avoid. If possible, don't use new subject or champion subject because as you know, in academic writing, from one sentence to the next sentence should have some kind of connection. For example, cause and effect, something like that, and cost and effect. There should have signal works between two sentences. If possible, we should use tertiary subject or continuing subject. But abstract is a very condensed and very summarized text. And sometimes it is not possible to connect two sentences because the statement that is mentioned in the first sentence and the statement mentioned in the second sentence is not connected, totally separate statement, so cannot connect. That is why sometimes abstract writers use new subject, but it's not wrong. That just mention and jumping subject. And sometimes in abstract, it is a feature in abstract writing, not in research paper. In research paper or other academic writing, jumping subject should not be used because first sentence and second sentences, between sentences, there should be some kind of connection, logical connection and causal connection, something like that. There should be some kind of connection. So the new subject or jumping subject is not what to follow, but what to avoid if possible. Yes. Okay, Benny.
Thank you, Benny. Thank you for your suggestion. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yeah. So can I go to the next part?
Okay, Honorable. Okay, that's good.
So here the paradox of the Buddhist soldier. Can you see? Please.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
The paradox of the Buddhist soldier. The title is the paradox of the Buddhist soldier. It is true. Hello.
Yes, Honorable.
And can you tell me the title, please? Because I open many different papers, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, the paradox of the Buddhist Soda.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. This paper is from Contemporary Buddhism Journal, 2021, volume 22, number 1-2. So research article, very, very high standard article. It's two researcher, Daniel Rathiza and Suni Kriya Karawana, and two researchers. So abstract, we were studying abstract, only abstract. There are 240 works only and 8 sentences. So we will study this abstract. At first glance, a military life and privacy Buddhism may seem like two pursuits at us. This is problem-making sentence. This is problematizes in academic writing. It is called problematizes. It's a research problems and mentioning research problem or research gap. military life and practicing Buddhism. One is military life and the other is practicing Buddhism, and conflict and kind of conflict situation. That is context, in introduction, background or context of the research is mentioned in the introduction. Buddhism set the moral bar very high, and nowhere in its teaching can one find any evidence in support of violence, whether in word, thought, or deed. This is second sentence. So another explanation is the background. One could therefore argue that Buddhism and the military are two strange bedfellows, two different things, and some may find it difficult to conceive of serving in the military while adhering to the ethos, values, and standards of Buddhism. This is detailed explanation of the first sentence. First sentence is general description, and second sentence and third sentence is a detailed explanation of the problem mentioned in the first sentence. So this is military. Difficult to conceive for serving in the military. Why? This is why it's connected two different ideas, two different situations. And conceive for serving in the military. Why? Adhering to ethos, value, and standards of Buddhism. That is introduction part. That is part one, introduction. According to IMRAD structure, this is introduction. This article challenges this popular myth. That is the purpose, the objective of the paper. The objective of the paper is to challenge the above mentioned misconception or result gap, misunderstanding. Challenges this popular myth and resolve this apparent paradox. Paradox is conflicting ideas, conflicting views between Buddhism and the military. That is purpose. So how can sometimes I can choose the color or the highlight, but not possible now. Okay. And color, I cannot choose the color. So this is the purpose. Okay, another, we will continue. By drawing on canonical Buddhist teachings, that is methodology. In Buddhist study, it is very difficult to write methodology because there are no specific or particular methodologies in Buddhist studies. As far as I know, by drawing on canonical Buddhist teachings, as well as voices from the Sangha and Buddhist military practitioners, we demystify the Buddhist soldier and clear common misconception regarding this is the one. It's a you will see the colon after the colon list 1, 2, 3 items, list the entities. When we want to list different entities or different things, we use colon like that, colon. And the fundamental teachings of ahimsa, karma and skillful is kusala action. This is one misconception. Another is Buddhist teachings being equated to pacifism. This is another misconception, another area. So two, the duty of soldiers. And the state to protect. And soldiery as a right livelihood. And the karmic implications of military professions. He lists the result. These are result. The researchers claim that by their research, they were clear misconception for kind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are results or findings or result of the research. Using international humanitarian law, the body of law regulating the conduct of what as a natural reference point, we explore what guidance Buddhist teachings provide to soldiers and how they potentially can contribute towards reducing suffering in war, including through application in military training. And this is another part of their research. I think this is mentioning method and result. Starting from this conclusion, Buddhism endorses the concept of maintaining discipline, graduate, and skilled military forces to protect what is good. This is very, very challenging claim, very controversial claims. This is a claim that Buddhism endorses. Endorses means agree the concept of maintaining disciplined, graduates, and skilled military forces to protect what is good. That is his researchers is a very intriguing or interesting claim. At all times, one needs to aim at not causing suffering to others. This is also his significance of their study. At all times, one needs to aim at not causing suffering to others, but never at the expense of preventing even worse suffering. That is their last conclusion. So this is mini text, standalone text. Without needing, we don't need to read the entire paper to get the general idea of the paper. We can get it from the abstract. If the abstract is very standard form, we can get the entire ideas of the paper just by reading from abstract. If the abstract is standardized forms, this abstract is very, very standardized form and complete and included all features, all basic features of an abstract. So this is informative abstract, informative, not descriptive, and just 245 words, 8 sentences. After that, you read again and again that abstract. So you will get ideas how to create your own abstract. Abstracts are very important to write the also to write the entire paper, because this is the outline or roadmap. This is the outline of a paper. Abstract is the outline of a paper. So I cannot select. So I want to choose another color. Yes. So abstract is outline, and outline or a framework of a paper. So usually, mostly academic writing guys, they instruct to write the abstract the last, after you have written your entire paper. Only after you have written your entire paper, you should write an abstract. They suggest like that. But in my opinion, you can create an abstract first, just as an outline or a paper, but not finalized abstract, just an outline of your paper or your research. Your introduction, you need to express your research program, and after that your methodology to solve that problem. After that, the result of findings after you have solved the program with the methodology you mentioned. And after that, discussion. Discussion included implications, wider implication or broader implication of your research to your respective academic field. Your recommendation, your limitation or your research recommendation, something like that. In the conclusion, you should write significance of your research. So abstract is an outline or a paper. And if you are able to start from a very coherent outline, your paper, I think your paper will be very coherent and very united and well-organized paper. You will be able to create, you will be able to write a very organized paper if you start from outline or a framework of the paper. So you can write abstract fast, because when conference paper, for example, conference papers, when we conference paper, various conferences, they call papers. We are for the first time when we read rules and regulations, and that are mentioned in the conference guidelines, not able to write the entire paper fast. We can create outline or the paper like that abstract, by writing a brief abstract or summarized, very organized, summarized structure of an abstract. So I will continue another paper. So I think so another paper. So this paper is okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then you will get a general idea. Just general idea is enough. No need to understand very detailed. I just want to know my computer. Okay, stop. Another screen sharing. Please, Yadas, I have time.
No problem. Sarah, you can.
So I
Never mind.
How about Sarah? Sarah.
Sarah, you have time?
So, okay.
You have time?
Okay, that's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, we had time.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
another paper
Who are not waiting.
Yes, I selected different title, different topics, because so that we can get different ideas from different topics. So another paper is development of Pali-based epigraphic evidence from the beginning era. And this paper, can you see, please?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, the research
already come to our stage.
Yes, that's true. She is from Mahidol University. This paper is published Journal of the International Buddhist Studies in Thailand. In Thailand, there are three kinds of academic journals in Buddhist study. They are ranked as Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, something like that. Tier 1 is gold level. Tier 2 is silver level. This journal is gold level. Journal of International Buddhist Studies is, and what I mean is this is very high standard, peer-reviewed journal. So we can study articles from this journal. This JIBS is a Tier 1 in Thailand, Tier 1 standard journal. And the first paper okay, I will continue. So this is from Thailand. Abstract, we have 211 works and only 8 sentences. Abstract usually have within 8 to 10 sentences. So we read out. Pali is regarded. This is historical paper and historical paper. Buddhist studies historical paper. Pali is regarded as the sacred language of Theravada Buddhism and holds great significance for Theravadins, serving as the principal language for preserving and transmitting the teachings of the Buddha. Her sentence is long and 2 bucks, and he combined and compound complex sentence. Clause. This is the present participle clause. So statement, 2 or 3 statements she connected, but the flow is very smooth, and the very connected statement. She combines very connected statement in one sentence, so not very difficult to understand. So that is background or context of her research. The Pagan Kingdom. So when we write an introduction, it's a final introduction. It is called final introduction, from general to specific, from wider context to more specific or particular context. So the first sentence is very wider context, and after that, he specifically began Kingdom, 11th to 13th century. Scope, she mentioned her specific scope of her research. That is introduction. 11th to 13th century in present day, Myanmar is widely recognized as a golden age of Buddhist culture, evidenced by the enduring presence of ancient temples, murals, and an extensive corpus of stone inscription. So here is, she ends her introduction. So introduction context. In the introduction, she mentions context or background knowledge to her research. So after the introduction, she mentioned the purpose. This article aims, that is, aims, and sometimes the purpose of this article, sometimes the objective of this article, sometimes the object of this article, something like that. There are many synonymous works to use in describing the purpose of our research, the purpose of the research. So here she used aims to investigate, examine, explore. The first paper we see challenge. Do you remember the first paper? The first paper, the researchers use challenge. Challenge is very stronger works. Challenge is existing knowledge. To challenge the existing knowledge is very strong research. So here is exploratory research. Here investigate the profound impact of the Pali language on the intellectual, religious, and social life of Pagan society. One sentence is enough for her. It's a purpose. Purpose after that, methodology. Draws upon. This verb is very frequently used to mention methodology in an abstract. So draws upon a wide range of both primary and secondary sources. Her methodology, including donative. Why do we need to mention methodology in an abstract? Because we need confidence from our audience. That is why we need to show that our research is valid, reliable, and that is why we need to mention how we did our research. She arrived at her final conclusion by this method, by studying primary and secondary sources, including donative inscription, Burmese chronicles, epigraphic evidence, and the works of modern scholars. It implies, that is also methodology, historical and textual analysis to reveal the development of that is to reveal this is the cross to show to reveal development of both Pali and Theravada Buddhism in Asia after 11th century. The finding demonstrate this is a very general, how can I say, general buff to use for to show results or finding. The finding demonstrate that, and one thing is usually the academic instructor recommended to use that clause when we write our result or findings. When we mention results or findings from our research, it is recommended to use that clause because that clause, by using that clause, we can give special focus on our result. That Pali was not used for religious purpose, not only used for religious purpose, but also functioning as an indicator of prestige. That is her claim, particularly among royal elite and landmarks. This study highlights, this is also result, how Pali played the crucial role in shaping Buddhist society and in promoting wider spread of Buddhism. That is more important. So he said the past, she mentioned the past less important result and more important result. By focusing on the Buddhist kingdom, this research contributes to, that is, implications, wider implication of her research, to broader discussion on the relationship between language, religion, culture, and pre-modern South Asia. That is wider implication of her research. And from study Pali specific study to generalized conclusion. So very perfect abstract, a very standardized abstract this is. So we should choose a sample abstract. Is that okay?
Okay, brother. Of course.
So I can continue. So I will stop and I will continue another. So 3 papers is enough. But actually I selected many papers, but I will finish by analyzing another paper. So this will be the last paper to analyze. Okay. What is that? Can you see Anway Sanat?
No, not understand Buddhist ethics and the institution of Dasa.
Sorry. So how about?
Yeah, of course, understand.
Okay. Because I selected from papers from Thailand, papers from Buddhist study in Thailand, papers from Buddhist study in Sri Lanka, and papers from Buddhist study in Western institution, and papers from Indian journals. So that because we from different institution, we can study different styles of abstract. That is why this paper is from Sri Lanka. Professor Dauda is from Colombo University. The researcher is from Colombo University. Professor Dauda Wima Hiwamana Ge. No, I'm not able to pronounce the name correctly. I'm sorry for that. So what I would like to emphasize is this is very how can I say, ranking is very good ranking, very high level rank journals in Buddhist study. So the researcher is also very well experienced researcher. So abstract, only 118 works. So 9 sentences. We will read the first sentence, very short sentence. The professor used very short sentence. A fundamental human trait is the creation of new knowledge. That is very genuine statement. In an abstract, it's a very rarely found, very genuine statement. In abstract, usually the researchers start their introduction as a fairly particular scope. But here it's a very broad statement. The 4 main pillars that support are religion, philosophy, science, and technology. Very simple sentence is an introduction. 2 sentences only, 2 sentences. The objective of this paper is we need to careful, and the first part of my presentation, I said to be careful, 10 choices, when writing an abstract, very important. So present tense, simple present tense. The objective of this paper is to examine. This is exploratory result, not to challenge. To examine is just to explore. Same word, to explore. Sometimes researchers use to argue. Argue is more forceful. To argue is conflicting ideas. Examine, here is examine the knowledge contribution performed by ancient Indian religion of Buddhism, with a particular emphasis on the core teachings that are portrayed in early Buddhist discourses. That is purpose, very clear objective of his research. After that, this is methodology. This study employs textual analysis techniques. Is grounded in qualitative result methodology. Okay, and that is general description of methodology. After that, special emphasis is placed on dependent. This is specifically mentioned dependent origination, the 4 noble truths, the 3 characteristics of existence, the analysis of Khana, Ayarana Dhatu, and Karma in this discussion. Is mentioned very different items, different entities, different ideas. So will be very interesting how he will combine these different ideas into a single thesis. Very interesting. The composition offers enough evidence, that is result offers enough evidence to demonstrate here. That is we are able to pick at, that is demonstrate is result, demonstrate how the fundamental principles that the Buddha discovered are preached to us in the context of Indian society. The Buddha disproves nihilism, materialism, eternalism, accidentalism, and fatalism with his core teachings. That is his discovery, his findings. Even though the Buddha gained new wisdom, it was always about Nibbana, the ultimate goal, which is inextricably linked to an ethical existence. By focusing on the Buddha's involvement in the topic, this article, that is the implication, broader implication. He write the last sentence as implication because we inspire scholars working in the field of Buddhist study to produce new knowledge. So very beautifully written abstract. Only 180 words and only 9 sentences, but included all basic features of abstracts. So we are able to get the general idea of the entire paper. And not required to read the entire paper just by reading the abstract. Just by reading the abstract, we are able to get the general idea of the entire paper, because in this abstract is informative and basic outline of the paper is included in this abstract. So it's a very standardized abstract. So tonight, the first part, I presented general definition of abstract, types of abstract, and a brief guide to writing abstract, something like that. And part 2, I presented sample 3 papers. So by listening to this presentation, I think my younger brothers, I only intended this presentation to younger junior brothers and sisters in Buddhist study, not to senior, very, very experienced researchers, because even myself, a very junior and very beginners. So tonight I presented what I have studied about basic in academic writing. Abstract is very, very important basic, and only 118, only very, very, only 8 to 10 sentences, only 150 to 250 words, a very brief and summarized and condensed and very big text. We should be mastered. We should be skillful to write a good abstract. And I think my presentation will be a little contribution to your knowledge to be able to write a good abstract in your academic study. Thank you. Thank you. Any question?
Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable Bhikkhu Kesara. We really appreciate your explanation for tonight.
Yes, yes.
I would like to invite for those who want to ask any question, please.
Hello, Pomo. I don't have a question, but I just like to express my appreciation, just like Pomo Yasa did now. You know what? Rather than the content, the way you structured your presentation in a conceptual, then with the experimental parts, and then the carrying the interest that you took in your work, it's brilliant, Pomo. I really appreciate it. Must be big contribution. It's rather than content, you yourself are really a good sample of these academic workers. Bravo, Pomo, keep doing, you will make it, I'm sure.
Thank
You
you.
got all the interest and taking great care and great length, selecting number of sample abstracts here and there. We really appreciate it.
Yes, Dumai,
Thank you, Pomo.
Thank you so much for the appreciation.
Okay, and then there are so many like scholars.
Yeah, I also want to say the appreciation. To be honest, I didn't know much about the abstract.
Yes.
I also had a write dissertation, some article. Really, today, I got a lot of knowledge. Your presentation is really insightful. Thank you so much. For sample abstract, PDF file, please share us. I will send, I will upload by group.
Yes, I will send.
Just now,
I will send by February
Can I have a question, please?
After the meeting. Yes, because I need to upload to Google Drive. Yes.
Okay.
Mandy, can I have one more question, please?
Yes.
So, can you explain abstract an introduction, or what is the different abstract and introduction? Because I think most researchers confuse abstract and introduction. So sometimes I read many research article or many thesis and dissertation. I think most of the researcher is they almost the same. But I would like to know what is the difference between abstract and introduction.
Yes, introduction is introduction. Abstract, abstract is the summarized or condensed form of the entire paper. Introduction is not included entire paper, just introduce the topic. Just introduce. There are usually there are 4 parts in an introduction, and 4 or 3 background information, research programs, and central claim or central thesis. Central thesis is something like that. Introduction and the art of writing and introduction is also another academic skill, and very detailed and broad, and should study how to write a good introduction, because today we have so many materials, so many resources, for example, online website and electronic books, free electronic books, and YouTube video guide video files, something like that. So what I would like to highlight is writing and abstract and writing and introduction is different academic skill. Abstract is different academic skill, and writing and introduction is also very important academic skill. And we have another presentation for writing and introduction. If I have chance another time, I will try to present how to write an introduction and conclusion. We have to study together introduction and conclusion, because these in a paper, the most important is introduction and conclusion. So what I can reply, I can answer but your question here is abstract is a different academic text. Introduction is different academic text. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for your explanation. So
Thank you, Benny. Thank you.
And this tonight topic is a little bit hard because he has most of the student in junior.
But as I have already mentioned,
Yeah, very nice.
in academic composition, abstract is the most basic, only 8 to 10 sentences, only 150 to 200 words. We should be mastered before we try to write entire academic paper. Entire academic paper is at least 3,000 to 8,000 words. So 10 more than 10 6 to more than 10 pages. So what I would like to focus is, please, before you try to write a larger piece of academic text, please learn how to write a good standardized abstract, so that you will be able to create a good and standardized academic research paper, even thesis or dissertation, because thesis or dissertation is the combination of research paper, only the combination. If you combine more than 3 research paper, you will get your thesis or your dissertation. As much as as far as I know, that is like that.
Mm. when you talk about this topic, at the time there are so many scholars in this group, but
Really?
now they leave.
No. Okay. Monday, you check out how to write
In chapter
academic style or the
one question.
abstract paragraph. Monday.
How to write
Yeah.
How to
acad-
write academic style or abstract paragraph Pandey.
that is appreciation, not question. How to write academic style or question, but uh, what I have presented is the answer to this question. I have already answered the question by my presentation.
Okay. Somana Pandey, I think so. Okay.
Yes, different aspects of the paragraph the same.
Yes.
Pandey Somananda, you
Yes.
make clear what you want to say?
Yes, I mean it's the paragraphs and the abstract. If you write the paragraph, and we will, and the academic style of this the same or not?
Paragraph, you mean paragraph writing?
Yes, paragraphs and the abstract. If you write the paragraph.
Yes, but paragraph writing in abstract writing is different because paragraph, as far as I know, paragraph is included only one main idea, and paragraph is the basic block of an academic writing. In a paragraph, only once, in a paragraph, only one main central idea is included in a paragraph. So paragraph writing and abstract writing is different. In an abstract, we put different, for example, background and context. Background, introduction, in the introduction, background information, we need to include background information. That is one idea. And for methodology, for purpose, we need to mention research question or research program, our central claim, something like that. And another that we need to mention methodology and research and conclusion. So different ideas are combined in an abstract. So abstract is not a paragraph. Abstract is an abstract. It's a different general. Paragraph is a different genre. So as far as I know, paragraph study with topic sentence explanation of the topic sentence only included one idea. And in an abstract, it includes more than one ideas. Yes.
And
yes, maybe I think it's not clear, but when we use of this paragraph, firstly we background of the I think maybe it's good, and another one is a methods of the evidence. The evidence will rise on claims and warrants. It's a good paragraph, maybe I think so.
So it's a paragraph. If you know paragraph. Even in paragraph writings, there are many different passions. For example, paragraph for introduction and paragraph for conclusion. It's not the same. So paragraph for transition from one idea to another, one complex idea. And if the idea is very complex, we need more than one paragraph. So we need more than one paragraphs, introductory paragraphs, body paragraphs, and concluding paragraphs. So, and what I mean is, abstract is a single paragraph. Yes, paragraph, that is paragraph, but no, it has specific passion and particular passion. its function is to summarize all the ideas from the entire papers. And the paper, the research paper is usually composed of introduction, purpose or central claim, central thesis, methodology, and regress and findings and conclusion. All these ideas must be included, should be included in an abstract. So paragraph for an abstract is a particular, has particular function. And paragraph for introduction is particular. So it is paragraph writing. Yes, correct. But academic instructor, they never called abstract writing as paragraph writing. And that is why abstract writing is an abstract writing. And that paragraph, only one single paragraph. But for dissertation, for these more than one paragraph. And that is different from one discipline to another. If the abstract is complicated and need to be included very, very large portion of text, and it needs more than one paragraph. For example, there are 2 paragraphs abstract, 3 paragraph abstracts. Yes. For example, conference papers, 500 works. They sometimes ask for 500 works, 300 to 500 works. Sometimes researchers, even professor, they write 2 paragraphs for an abstract. So abstract is the academic genre, different to paragraph writing. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Wendy. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you, Pombo. You explain it comprehensively. My little suggestion:
Yes.
all these genres you talk about for the audience as well, they are self-explanatory. We rather not compare, is it the same, is it not the same? This is not the idea. These
Yes.
are all features, parts of academic writing. There can be some elements they share here and there, but like Pomo explained, different purposes, different contexts. All these things make what you are writing. So abstract, introduction, paragraph. These are completely different. By the name itself, it's obvious, but there are some shared features. Bhikkhu Kesara explained it very well. So we rather not compare here and there. You just focus. If you like to improve your academic writing, you should be able to go for all these features. That could be interesting. So rather not compare, it's not paragraph, it's not introduction. It is abstract. Abstract is abstract. Absolutely abstract.
Yes,
Why is exactly because we need to know clearly. That's why we are asking what is the difference.
Yeah, it's clear.
It's
clear, yes.
Yes. Because of your question, I have chance to explain more and to elucidate, to explain more. I have chance to do that. That very thankful. Thank you for your question. And Kamai's explanation is also very good and well explained. It's a very helpful.
Yeah. Thank you for question. Thank you for question. Just now, Chatila, you raised hand. You have some question?
Yeah. Also, thank you, Bani. I follow since 2019. I follow you. I read your presentation. Your post wherever you go. You mention and their history, Buddhist history. You know.
Yes, buddy.
You every day, whatever you go, you mention and their history. So I read a lot. Your career.
Yes, thank you very for expressing your interest in my very little knowledge. Just
Yeah,
like
seriously.
You had a very big palm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you are so many experience and education and journey. So I want to know when you do the presentation, like the abstract, do you mention how can I say a metaphysics reason. So, for example, in Abhidhamma, we already know the Buddhas preached Abhidhamma and Tawasenda, So, when you do presentation, how did Orion accept this situation?
sorry, please, I do not get the question.
Okay.
Please,
I think
Yeah.
Bhikkhu Kesara, once you explain like this topic,
Yeah.
how many audience accept you like this question?
No.
No,
That's
no.
my question. When you do your presentation, right? So, did you use a reference and about metaphysics?
Metaphysics.
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 Yeah,
Yes.
for example,
Yes.
when we say about Abhidhamma, so we need to say a reference the Abhidhamma who preached the Abhidhamma. So when we need to say the Buddha preached Deva Loka. So and this story they believe. Do they believe?
My opinion or Bidama.
Yeah. No.
Please, can you speak in Burmese?
Okay. တဘာဝနဲ့ဖြစ်ရတဲ့နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့မှဦးဇင်းနေစာရန်ဖတ်တဲ့အချိန်မှာအဲ့ဒါတွေကိုးကားသလားလို့ကိုးကားတယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လေသူတို့ကယုံကြည်သလားအဲ့ဒါမေးချင်တာ
တဘာဝလုံးဖြစ်ရတဲ့နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးဒီတော့စာလည်းမဖတ်ဘူးဗျာ
နော်โอเคအထကတော့ဥတာနာဦးဇင်းတမိုင်းနေပါဖတ်တဲ့အချိန်ကြတော့ဒီလိုမြန်မာနိုင်ငံဟိုကြွလာလေတောင်းတနဲ့ဥတရာကြွလာပေါ်ကြွလာလေအဲ့လိုဘောလန်းကနေကြွလာတို့ပါလို့ကြတော့သူတို့ဦးဇင်းအဲ့ဒါတွေကိုးကားတဲ့အချိန်ကြရင်သူတို့ကယုံသလားလို့မေးတယ်
Yes, I understand now. Metaphysics, I confuse the word metaphysics.
Okay.
They don't believe, but they are called legends. Legends is myth, but behind legends and legends and myths, they do accept that there are historical facts behind every legends. So they do, as you know, research is evidence-based, on scientific evidence. So they are not scientific. According from secular perspective. They are not scientific. So just legend is just legends. They do not have any question. As long as we do not claim, if we claim Buddhas surely visited Myanmar like that, it's a claim. It's without evidence. I never claim. In academic writing, it is important not to claim without evidence. You cannot claim without evidence. You can show or you can suggest. They believe like that. Probably this is called Haji in academic writing. Haji is making the claim weaker and less probable and possible. Making less probable less weaker claim. And probably Buddha visited Myanmar. And according to traditions, people from Myanmar believe like that, but they are not historical truth from scientific or historical perspective. That is my explanation. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Venerable Sara, do you have any comments?
I'm waiting for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moderator,
Sorry.
yeah, sleeping. Moderator, he forgets.
Yeah, that was really nice, Venerable Kesara.
Yes.
We learned a lot from you, and yeah, there's lots of things we don't know. Yeah, how to write it systematically for the abstracts. Yeah, we learned a lot, and thank you so much for your sharing. And yeah, I'm motivated to write a systematic abstract after learning from you. Thank you. That's really useful.
We always look up to scholar monks from Sri Lanka. They are the most active in academic field.
Yeah, we learn together and we grow together.
Yes.
I have a little bit curiosity about the abstract, like kind of reviewing. Like I saw you you often join a conference and you know presenting your papers. So when you're presenting or submitting your papers and abstracts, so how do they review? I mean, is there any reviewing procedures? Do you have their reviewing procedure, especially in your region? I mean, India and the other region.
And actually the conferences I participated, they do not mention any kinds of sub procedures.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like after getting from the feedbacks of the reviewer,
Yes.
what they mention in
They
the
do
feedback?
they do send me feedbacks and which
Right.
2 or 3 conferences.
Yeah.
Not appropriate. Your abstract or your topic is not appropriate for our conference session, something like that. Sometimes we receive overwhelming amount from papers. We are not possible to accept your abstract, something like that. They replied. They
Oh,
respond.
just like that. They didn't mention why they don't accept or.
No, I don't have such experience.
Oh,
Yes.
really? Yeah, but in Sri Lanka, when we're seeing is when they talk about like kind of reject, why do they reject? They give the reason, and then they show us they are the examiners' feedbacks or reviewer feedbacks.
That is very very good.
Yeah, that is very useful, you know.
Useful to improve ourselves. Yeah.
Surely.
In my experience in India, and I have never received such feedback.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, just very today, I received one feedback from the reviewer, so that's why I went to compile with these other reviewers things. Mostly in Sri Lanka, they have a specific form of or reviewing the abstracts. They share. I can draw even here in the chatbot. How do they review?
Yes, that is very good. They have.
You can share even the screen share, Pandi. What is it?
Here. Like especially for the conference.
Yes.
Not for the academy article, but for the conference. They do like they give in the marks.
Yes. Something like that. They have guidelines. Even in even conferences in India, they do have some basic outlines to follow.
But this no outline. This is kind of reviewer question. Like they give the question to the reviewer, and then the reviewer gonna review based on this step. Firstly, they're gonna review the title, address the content appropriate or not. If appropriate, they get the 5 marks.
That is very good.
Yeah,
We we can improve a lot from
sure.
That's review guidelines, sort of
Yeah, reviewer
criteria.
guideline. Yeah, these are the actual criteria for the reviewer, not to the researcher,
Yes.
to the reviewer.
Yes, yes,
Review
yes.
they say review criteria. So they give 5 marks: 1 for poor, 2 for fair, 3 for average, 4 for good, and 5 for excellent.
Yes, that's very good. But in my experience in India, they are strict. It depends on participants and participant. If a lot of researchers, if they receive papers from a lot of researchers, they do restrict. They rejected many papers.
Surely, yeah.
But if they do not receive sufficient papers, they accept very weak papers also published and not qualified. It depends. In India, they do have because some institutions are very how can I say, they very good and the mastered criteria, academic criteria, because they have special teams, academic teams for paper selection or abstract selection, but depends on they accepted the amount of the number of paper submitted to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm also experienced like that in Sri Lanka previously. They held a conference, and the problem was they don't have enough budget. Then submissions over 350 abstracts, and they selected only 60.
Yes.
Because of their budget. It's something similar to, like, I had one kind of Burmese monk examination in Myanmar, where that if they don't have budgets and they they give the fail to the students, it's something similar here also.
If so,
And also, Homo, there are 1 or 2 golden rules when we select conference papers. It's like something like quota system. In one discipline, sometimes there are many submissions, and there are a few disciplines which are not enough.
Yes.
In that case, when you are going to hit the most popular hotspot, if there are many to choose, then they go for the quota system, like say they check the country or nationality or your level of studies, and it's not just because yours is good or not good enough. There are some criteria that they cannot able to mention. We
So
call conference politics.
Not fixed.
Yeah, they're policy.
Yes.
Politics.
Because
highly politics.
Yes.
And finance.
If
Their budget.
If they organized a large event,
key criteria, financial.
Last year in India, the largest organization for Buddhism is International Buddhist Confederation. It is called IBC in short. And it organized very large international event. They organized in combination with Ministry of Culture, something like that. But if they don't have enough delegates or participants, the event will not be successful. So if not enough participants, they accept very not good qualifying papers. But if they will receive many papers, their criteria for acceptance is very strict. Yes. Thank you, Benedict and Chara, to join in our fruitful conversation. I
Yeah.
look up to you and your friends, scholars from Sri Lanka. I look up to you and your group.
We're still learning. We're still learning. I learned a lot from you today.
Yes, very
That's
active.
really appreciate.
Contribute to Buddhist study. You and Sri Lanka as scholar monks contribute a lot to Buddhist study and very active and very intelligent. Yet.
And then
Yeah.
most of the junior monks learn from you all. Venerable Narasara also include Bhikkhu Kesara.
Yes.
I'm also learning from Venerable Kesara.
Yeah, Venerable. I'm learn a lot from the speaker.
Thank
Really,
you.
I
Change up.
Yeah, I'm very junior here.
We should call for the question.
How about Bong Wei? Would you like to ask any question, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'm awaiting. I'm awaiting for. Nice to meet you, Venerable Kesara.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your remarkable and interesting lecture. I learned a lot from you. I'm a very beginner. I'm in the piece of research piece. My name is Razinya from Sirigu Kidumadi Buddhist Academy, Tangu.
Yes. Kidumadi organized a lot of people presentations conference.
Yes, yes, of course, yes, that's right. Yes, I'm studying MA.
Very good.
Yes, thank you, sir. I'm confused about types of abstracts. You presented partially 3 types of abstracts and then 4 types of abstracts. I don't know exactly the 4 types of abstract originate from which types of abstract and all 3 types of abstract. So, Venerable, which kind of types of abstract the 4 types of abstract come from 3 types of abstracts?
No, it is dividing kinds of abstracts from different perspective.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, 3 types of abstract is according to academic paper type. For example, research articles is one type. Conference paper is another type, and thesis and dissertation another type. This is there are 3 types of abstracts because of different types of academic paper, academic composition.
Yes, sir.
Another 4 type is stylistically different. And the most important is informative. In an informative abstract, there are usually all basic features of abstract included in an informative abstract. So informative abstract is the most important for today's presentation. Another abstract is not included in another type of abstract. Basic feature of an abstract is not all included. But for critical type of abstract, more than basic features, that is not actually summarized because abstract is limited. Abstract is condensed and limited works. Within limited works need to produce within as few works as possible. So critical abstract is not a true abstract. It is commented like that. So informative abstract is important because I mentioned this because I like to know my younger brothers to have broader knowledge about abstract. That is why I included that. How many kinds of abstract, something like that I mentioned. Yeah. Yes.
So, Venerable,
Yes.
In the Peter Buddhist study, what kind of types of abstract do we use? Or the four
Just-
types of abstract?
Just I have mentioned informative abstract. The most frequent is informative abstract. Sometimes descriptive abstract are sometimes used, but descriptive abstract cannot be used as single standalone text. Descriptive abstract is just all features of abstract is not included in descriptive abstract. So the most important is to summarize. The most important is informative abstract. If you are a master to produce an informative abstract, you are easily able to produce another type of abstract. But please follow up exercise is to read as much as possible. Please, sorry sorry for my call. So follow-up exercise is to read as many abstract as possible. When the instructor suggests that, please collect corpus. We call corpus. Corpus is collection. Please collect and abstract. I presented just generalized features of an abstract from discipline to discipline. Abstract in Buddhist study, abstract in social science, abstract in psychology, abstract in historical study is a little variation. There are a little variation. So please collect, because we are from Buddhist study, please collect as many abstract as possible and create a corpus. Please analyze. And this abstract, the researcher write like that abstract, the researcher like produce like that, compare and study. And by studying this way, you will be able to create a very, very standardized and very professional abstract. Yes, that is my suggestion.
Yes, yes, but it was my second question is as to basic puzzle abstracts. I have already had the puzzle abstract and for example, purpose, problem, methods, results. I have never had a conclusion. That is new for me. So how do I understand conclusion in the basic puzzle abstracts?
Conclusion, please. My suggestion is please study sample abstract, please. Please study sample abstract. How do professional researchers produce their own abstract? How do they conclude? Sometimes, how do they conclude? How do they write their conclusion in their abstract? That is the best way, because I have already presented basic features of conclusion. So please study sample abstract, how they create, how they produce their conclusion. By study like that, you will know more about abstract. Yes.
When I write abstracts, do I need to arrange the number and the method, purpose and the problem, methods, result, conclusion? Do I need to arrange in order?
Yes. It is in order. It is structured like that. You should not be sometimes mixed. Sometimes, for example, sometimes methodology and result is sometimes mixed. But introduction should be the first one.
Yes.
And purpose should be the first after introduction. But methodology and result sometimes they are mixed. But should have conclusion. You should have conclusion in your abstract. Conclusion is usually conclusion is implication. Implication is your contribution to your field. Contribution to your field. Just like I have mentioned, sometimes recommendation, sometimes implication, sometimes discussion, and sometimes follow suggestion for further research and limitation to the research. Sometimes they mention in the conclusion. So there are a few features of conclusion I have already presented, and please find somewhere abstract in Buddhist study, and please read and collect. And the best way to practice writing an abstract is one academic instructor suggests, please read the paper of other researcher. Find a paper of other researcher. Read the entire paper and produce an abstract for this paper. And you compare your own abstract and the researcher's abstract. And please start from very easy one, not difficult one. So read the entire paper from introduction to conclusion and create your own abstract. Create your own abstract. Introduction and abstract should be interesting, because it is to entice, to get interested. It should be provocative. It should be intriguing, because abstract need to attract readers or audience. So by reading some abstract, you will understand more, and it is not academic skill or study skill is not just easily acquired. Had to practice a lot and takes very long time and journey. So not very, so gradually you will be master. Please don't be please study continuously. Please don't be keep in touch with your studies. So that is the only way, and that is the best way, as far as I understand.
Yes, Danny.
Even for experience,
Yes, Danny, actually.
Even for experienced one, they do not keep in touch with the studies. They have to learn again how to produce, how to write abstract, and how to create paper, something like that. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Benny, this is my last question.
Yes.
Yes, I wrote a research paper last year for B degree in our university. Then I have wrote abstract in Burmese language and Southern nature. So I'm confused about the translational abstract. How do I translate the word abstract in Burmese language, Southern nature or Southern Jinjo? How do I translate?
I prefer nature.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh yes.
Yes.
Yes. We have used Southern nature and all the abstract in our academy.
Yes.
Thank you, Venerable, for your remarkable answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Venerable Ishenbongwe.
Well, I have one more question.
Thank you, Modira Seattle.
Seattle, you can.
Yeah, regarding your experience, do you have any experience of presenting research paper in Myanmar?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have. I'm afraid to present paper in Myanmar.
Yeah, I want to know that reason.
I'm not afraid to present paper in foreign countries, but because in Myanmar, there are several reasons. Some reasons are privacy.
Yeah, I'm also have that sense.
Yes.
Yeah, same. That's why I want to know.
Yeah, in this case, most university like internet activity, they don't open for public, so far as I know.
Yeah.
Huh? So, for example, we INVNU, we just INVNU community trying to present the paper. And Nabasa, SFU, they are community, they do themselves, not call for paper on public.
But
They
SSBU have. I often saw SSBU have. Yeah.
They also had the conference, annual conference, and then even annually. That they mostly they are community. We can say like
What is
internet
that?
conference.
Another conference name?
Only the just they call for paper.
Yeah. SSBU. Yeah, that means.
Okay. That's good you said.
What is that? What is that?
Oh.
Another conference name? I've often saw on Facebook they live and presenting in Burmese. What is that conference?
Where is it?
Yeah, on Facebook, such a big conference and one big banner balls is sitting in the middle and you know,
Which
they
one?
were I don't know they were discussing about the
It's Nabasa.
oh
Nabasa.
really yeah something like that. That interesting. But I'm also same as Bhikkhu Kesara. I'm feeling a little bit what we say worries. That
Not publicly. They don't call for paper items, no. Very rare. Only SSPU they call for openly.
One thing I like to know, there are few people in our room. One thing I like to mention is to publish an academic paper in Myanmar. And other countries have very higher ranking academic journal in Buddhist study, and we don't have. So please, Venerable, most Venerable, we should have please try for us. Generation. We should add one academic platform like that too. We don't have in Myanmar.
Like a journal, academic journal.
Yes, 2 times a year. They usually publish 2 times a year. So Tawagu Buddhist study journals.
Okay, maybe step by step we can go.
Yes, I'm very interested in academic writing, research paper, something like that, articles, but I'm not well experienced. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 papers, something like that. But I respect my wish. My wish is young scholars, monks from Myanmar to publish more academic papers, more academic papers, very higher level academic papers. I wish like that. So we need platform to because we will not be able to produce after writing 1 or 2 or 3 papers because we don't have experience. After we have produced 10 or more than 10 paper, 20 paper, something like that, we are very skillful and will be able to write a very advanced and high level paper. So for that, we need platform, something like the Tawagu free talk. So Tawagu academic journal, please, once a year, even yearly, annually published. And please give $100 for contributor.
Okay.
Venerable,
the money doesn't matter, no? We can have no problem.
also sponsor. not stop following some of us. So
Okay. Now we have here many scholar.
yes, you have. We can collect 10 papers. We can publish an issue, and 10 or 15 papers, something like that. So just we will start from in Thailand. There are 3 tier, golden tier, silver, according to academic impact of the journey. We will start from the very basic level, and after that, our journey standard will get getting higher and higher because
higher standard.
yes, because
when I study in Thailand, MCU, one professor gave a lecture. He talk about the be all list journey. Have you ever heard that one?
no, I
Be
haven't.
all list, like a fake journey. They
Yes.
publish online version,
Yes,
and they trying to collect the article from the over the world from the student. There, if we want to publish our journey or article in their journey, we have to
we
pay
need
some
to pay
money.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's such a kind of journey is called be all list.
Yes. But we have to, in I think in Myanmar we have a truly qualified reviewer, peer reviewed. We can create peer review because I think in India, monks from Myanmar study in India and came to India and they got degree from India. Its history is more than 20 years and 22 years. Within 22 years from India, hundreds of monks attained higher level of education, PhD, doctorate. So from India, from Sri Lanka, from Thailand, we have academic force. I think nearly thousand monks. So among this numbers, I think truly academically qualified scholar will be included, and they will be able to contribute because they don't have platform. We don't know their academic quality. So I think it's possible. We have reviewed very qualified reviewer in Myanmar. So Bandi is commentary translation is also successful. It's also very worthy and no very good work. So please create for academic platform for younger generations by publishing academic paper. Don't worry, research journal.
Thank you for suggestion, maybe.
Yes.
The big train. How about this idea? Vanditeka, you had any comment? Vanditeka, do you know Bhikkhu Kesara? Vanditeka also, the scholar in SSBU.
I think just a few people in the meeting room.
Yeah.
They left.
And Rodeka wants maybe would like to ask you some question. He also popular man.
No popular.
And then so you like to ask any question?
No specific question. However, I want to say about the conferences in SSBU. Every year we open or internationally open or call the paper. Every year we have international scholar, England, or Spain, or India, or something like that. Not only in Myanmar but also foreigner as well. We accept. Usually we do the November or Katain period, you know. Seropathy, yes. We have 4 panels, Pali, English, Burmese, and Shan. And we conducted 2 days. For 1 day, we allowed them to present 10 paper. For one session, one panel for English medium, 20 papers, around 20 papers. Pali, around 20 papers. Burmese, around 20%, around 20 papers. That kind of thing. We accept all the paper. If you are interested in present, okay, please. We don't have
How
yet.
about this year things?
Every topic.
Yes, this year we don't have the theme. Yes, we don't have a theme now.
Oh, you don't say
Yes,
that yet.
great discussion. Yes.
Okay.
We welcome
That's
all the
great.
people.
Thanks, very.
You can
Okay.
check our SSPU Facebook. We will announce that.
That's it.
Yeah,
I have
see.
been invited once. You know.
Yes, I remember your paper about Patana.
Yes. I would like to because they saw my digital dissertation via the email link. They invite me. Siama Pi. So they invite me to present my paper on their conference. I just think it's very easy. Okay, I can. And next day she asked, okay, give you up a stress. Okay, I just write this and this, not seriously. I said, and she said, no, this one not qualified. We don't, your upper stress not reach our meek. At the time, oh, not easy. So at the time, I got the headache. I had to try again. And finally, they said, oh, there's a stress very important. Okay, and then over time o'clock, no? Andy.
Yes,
Yes, we should conclude. Bandi Bhikkhu Kesara, you already promised introduction to introduction. How to write introduction to introduction, conclusion. Please keep in mind, one day we will meet again, no? Now he goes away.
Goes on. Okay. Honestly, I think, Ciaro, we didn't know exactly like the as track.
Yeah, sure.
20 rules.
Yeah, Bande, you missed my point, no? And this is Bhikkhu Kesara for you.
Yes, sorry for that.
You missed. Yeah, I know you missed my point. I will repeat again. You
Yes.
promised already one day you will introduce to introduction in the near future.
Yes.
How to write
I'm willing
introduction, how to write conclusion.
to Julia, brother and sister to beginners, because even myself a beginner, so not senior. Senior researcher go to Sri Lanka Sudetana team.
Yeah.
And beginners come to Towagu.
Okay.
Okay. No, beginner, Bandi. Today your presentation very high that we haven't learned yet. We didn't.
Thank you.
I'm very happy, Bandi, to see you. All the Burmese mag now, most of the Burmese mags are on the stage of the academy now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that I'm really happy for Burmese mag now, international mags.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
very nice. I'm really happy for that to see you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ciaro, shall we conclude?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to.
We should.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ciaro, Bhikkhu Kesara, and Tawago Ciaro also other brother. Tonight I'm really happy. So let's recite Buddha's Sasana Data 3 times, and together joyfully proclaim the conclusion of the session. Buddha's
Buddha Sasana
see them later do Buddha Sasana, see them later do
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank
Stay strong,
Thank
safe.
you.
Dhamma Bhikkhu Maria.